A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's a matchup from the NL Central between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball. Next on the show. Colby Allard is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality.
Stepping in, Darren James. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really...
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Carlos Martinez. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. A pause, and the 0-2. It's popped up. James has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Stepping into the box, David Velez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 0-2 delivery. Back up the middle. To second for 1. Relay to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Striding into the box, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Wisdom has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. No run. Digging in, Darren James. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. To 2-2 now.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Set to deal on 2-2. Popped him up. Wisdom is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's 1 for 2. Runs up and gets this one down. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring Williams Astudillo into bat.
Here we go, right now.
Here now the 2-2. Ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Darren James. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Ready for another shot now. Ben Gamble. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Ben Gamble.
The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win.
The victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. This evening we've got a matchup out of the NL Central. Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. The runners are at first and third, 1 away. Hit sharply on the ground. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now batting, Darren James. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Darren James.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Yeah,
First 4 games they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hey, come on, big dog, keep it rolling.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Gamble.
The 1-0 home. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Now the 2-0. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. O'Neill comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Matt, I think there's some concern about Michael Conforto right now. He's coming off a month where he hit in the low 200s. I mean, he barely put up any resistance at all. That's not what you expect for him. And I'm sure he's working hard to try to figure it out and turn things around.
Runner back safely.
Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there. Let's go.
Softly
He's up right here. You're good. You're good.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
0-2. Here it is. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan. And with it, the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Miles Michaelis. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Miles Michaelis.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Cards forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Cubs nothing. Ready for another chance. Darren James will swing it from the left side right here.
Darren James.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count.
Hey, no one better. Stay hot. Here we go.
The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Count even at 2-2.
Hey, keep it going. Stay hot, huh? Stay hot.
swing and a looper to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, oh, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
And the runner back safely.
All right, come on now.
Runner's going. Don't want to forget about him. And he can't get back in time, and he is out at first. Striding in, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Hey, need you right here one time.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Nice eye up there.
The 3-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 3-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 4-1. Now to the plate, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Come on, slide,
This is on the ground over to first. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, Hero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly.
Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamel.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's going.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Strike taken to throw. Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Here now the 2-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Wisdom camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. He's set, the 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. 2 hits. Riding in once again, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Here comes the 1-0. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And it's fouled away.
Come on, big dog, we need you.
3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Your turn right here. Here we go.
The 3-1. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Hey, it's your pitch. No one better right now.
0-1 count and the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Almora. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. A couple of walks, but
you can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's so coming to the plate, D. Gordon. He will lead this one off today.
For St. Louis, the second baseman, D. Gordon.
The 1-2.
1-1-1.
Sent on the ground out to second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your stepping up to the plate? Darren James. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this will rattle up against the wall. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And if we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, your pitch, he's coming in.
And he popped him up. Simmons over to his right, one away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there. This is one of the best in the game.
Hit to short. Simmons has it. The throw will go to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Paul DeYoung will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury.
Any anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark.
A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels. Jose Quintana is the man towing the rubber for the... Now at the plate, Darren James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Darren James.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of the series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan.
And he is in there with their first run, and it's cut to 3-1 now.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
This is on the ground over to first. Bird has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The next Cub up, Darren James, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Darren James.
First delivery to him on the way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-1. Back up the middle. Turner loves it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Hey, get your pitch up, Jack.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Conforto is off at first with 2 away.
Hey, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Hey, one time right now. Here
The
we go.
1-2. Sent on the ground down to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Washington leads this one 7-1. Standing in, Oliver Geronimo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Geronimo.
1-1.
The inning as it's sent out to second. James is up with it. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. Leading off the inning, Darren James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Hey, see it. Let's drive it.
And another foul ball.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? No one better.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Geronimo finds it. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. 7-1 the final today. The Nationals hosted a 3-run first to time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Miles Michaelis, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Fouled away. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Hero, what do you got on this line? The next to bat for St. Louis, Patrick Wisdom. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. smoke toward the hole. To his left, James. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 2 hits here in the. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And there's 1 away.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
And that's the second out. So striding in, Darren James, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Hey, get your pitch and drive.
Caratini stands at second with 2 gone. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
High
go.
Wisdom has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Strand 1. They still trail 1-0.
Entering the day, they rank among the best teams in the league in stolen bases. A lot of teams these days rely more on big.
In now, Miles Michaelis. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Miles Michaelis.
Indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order.
Here's D. Gordon now.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here now the 2-2.
Gordon.
Get out towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Darren James will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers. This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
McMahon stands at first with 1 out.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Fouled off. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Two and 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Runners on first with 1 down.
Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it right here.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
You're up.
McMahon isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Throw won't get him, and that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Line hard to center field. Almora is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, talk about getting into some rough luck.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Patrick Wisdom. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Hey, come on, guys.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
1-1-1.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're up 3-2. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Darren James.
Darren James.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, keep trying. Let's go, big dog.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bader is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down and now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Patrick Wisdom. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Aguilar has got it, and the side is retired. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Cards jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 4 runs on 8 hits.
Miles Michael. First opened in 2000. Alex Reyes will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're going to look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that one is gone. Solo shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in, Patrick Wisdom comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Number 27.
The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up on the backhand. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively.
Ready now, Darren James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Here comes the first pitch. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Patrick Wisdom. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the result that's his last.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. On to first, and even after the bobble, it's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5 to 4 to 3 to end the threat. More of the show. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. James is there, and there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Darren James comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Leone has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing. 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly, he comes out with an attitude, and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
Hey, he's right here one time. Hey, any way you can, any way you can. Here we go.
Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball.
Hey, get your pitch, drive it.
Another 1-2 delivery, and it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Here's D. Gordon now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
D. Gordon.
The 0-2 home. Bouncer up the middle. James moving to his right. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Ready once again, Darren James. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pops this one up. Wisdom into shallow left. He gets to it.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards, as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the brooms.
5-1, the final total in today's game.
Louis Cardinals, 5 runs, 7 hits.
Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Hey, come on, big dog, stay
Here's the first pitch to him. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For St. Louis, the second baseman, D. Gordon.
Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. To his left, James. And there's 1 down now. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on the at the plate? Andrelton Simmons. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Simmons.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1 run, 1.
Hey, you can do it.
At the plate, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at count.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now in the box, Williams Astudillo. He flew out in his last at-bat. For a base hit here as he gets this one down. Aguilar gloves it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right
at the plate. Darren James, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ian.
Hey, drive that pitch off. Here you go.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jesus Aguilar. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And he'll get back in safely. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
There he goes. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
On the ground to third. To Gordon for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So stepping in, Darren James. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, right guy, right place.
Conforto,
Nobody
the
better.
runner at first with 2 gone. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. In the air now out to left. Garcia sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Not too many more shots. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, D. Gordon. His career history with Roberto Ozuna. He's got 5 base hits in 16 at-bats. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. It was a walk in his last trip. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard, reined in, 1 there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals.
Time now for baseball on the show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Steven Strasburg will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a 4-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very... Digging in now, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Now a drive out to left center field.
Pick up the ball right here on the back,
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row as a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Now batting.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Gamble, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready on 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground.
Get here.
On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1.
Come on, sitting on something right here.
Digging in and looking for more, Darren James, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Fouled away.
Hey, drive it deep, Big Doc. Here we go.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Striding in now for the Nats, Greg Bird. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Bird
Is pulled into right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Darren James. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Nope. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bodie leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Yeah, that's the swing right there. You spoke that.
As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. He pulls this one into right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, David Park.
David Park.
A pause and the 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. James has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So digging in now, Oliver Geronimo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Oliver.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch. Works the...
And now for Washington, Fernando Zapata.
Third baseman, Fernando Zapata.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 5-0 finish tonight.
For the victorious Washington Nationals, 5 runs, 6 hits.
And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Darren James.
Hey, stay hot now. Stay hot. Here you go.
Comes set, the 0-1. Drilled down the line.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
taken high and deep to right.
Get out.
Going back at the track. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and it's now 6-4.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was one strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of the few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped.
Nighttime baseball now from the district as we welcome you inside beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Jeremy Hellickson, the right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Count still at 1-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And now the Nationals will have to deal with his great wheels on base from the get-go. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
The left fielder,
into the box, Jason Hayward, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
James leads off second with nobody out. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Right,
great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Come on, baby, get the pitch up there.
Now a spin and a throwback to second and a dive, but he's back in there. Hit hard to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton.
So striding forward now, Darren James. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and it's gone. down as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this with pop at the plate can sometimes go.
Now at the plate, Spencer Keeboom.
The catcher.
The windup and the 0-1.
Keeboom.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. James takes it in. Go over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Austin Voss. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Austin.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Darren James. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit. So early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Number 22.
Hey, look at one pitch right here.
Jason
Come on now.
Hayward.
Hey, need you right here. One time.
And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward has gone on strikes, and there's one away. So one away here in the Chicago fourth. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
And another throw over. And he'll dive back in. James, base runner at first with 1 out. Another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. And yet another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And he is in there.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. So the bases are loaded here with one man gone. And that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. Hit out toward second. To his left, James. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Digging in, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
The second baseman, Darren James.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems, but trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. Last time through was a base hit.
The shortstop,
James on second, Hayward on at first with nobody out. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Darren James. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. 4-1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Now a throw over and late reactions, and they got him. Here's the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really the only way you're going to be able to hit it.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything.
Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago. Eric Fetty, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. This last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Every pitcher looks to get off.
Coming to the plate now, Oliver Geronimo. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And that's hit on the ground towards second. James scoops it up, and there are 2 away now.
Come on, right
Digging
here,
in to try it again,
go.
Darren James, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way.
Stand up, right here, right here, right here.
And not in time as the run scores.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch right here.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
3-2 now. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Lindor on third. Conforto is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Count remains full. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep. Here you go.
Another full count offering on its way. That's foul off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run. Stepping up now, Jesus Aguilar. He drew a walk his first time up.
Jesus Aguilar.
Ready with the 0-1. Ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Ready with the 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Defoe charging this one. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Nationals 2. Standing in, Fernando Zapata.
Up next for Washington, the left fielder, Fernando Zapata.
The 0-1 pitch. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Digging in, Darren James comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Get your pitch up there, huh?
First offering on its way. And that misses ball 1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Line towards center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Come on, let it fly right here. Let it fly.
Ready with the 0-1. To short. Fields it cleanly. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. One man left on. Last half of the fifth coming up. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Digging in once again, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Looking at his career totals, James has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Here you go. Let it fly now.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
You're here, on the back, on the back.
And this one's in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
The center fielder, number 8.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. And a pivotal moment in this one. Tie ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does still exist here. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to cough at the double.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road, but they find a way to get it.